reminder, you turn those off. And name and affiliation. And you're asking a question. Hands. Right down the middle on the right.
Mike Rada, ABC Birmingham. Mark, this question's for you right here. We spent some time in the last session talking with Julio Jones about his role as an unselfish player this year and how he hasn't been a distraction, even though he hasn't gotten the ball probably as much as he wanted. That includes downfield blocking for you. What's he meant to your success this season as a running back?
It had a lot to do with it. Just all the receivers and the tight ends as well. The offensive line, they block line of scrimmage, and big runs are created by downfield blocking, and they do a great job of getting ahead on safeties and corners and staying on their blocks downfield to create big running lanes for all of us, and they do a great job, and we appreciate it.
Down the middle on the left.
Colin, Mike Deverly from Fox 6 in Birmingham. Can you just talk about, first of all, why you decided to come to Alabama, after transferring from Georgia Tech, and did it turn out better than you ever imagined playing in this type of offense?
When I first decided to come to Alabama, it's predominantly the fact that, once I met Coach Saban, you sort of fall in love with the man. He has so many tremendous aspects that, you really don't, get off first glance. It really takes, sort of a meeting and a sit down with him to understand, where he comes from and why he does the things that he does. When you're able to sort of talk to a man like that, it's easy to follow him. And I think that's why, our team has had so much success this season, is because we all trust him. We all have so much faith in him that we know that whatever game plan he, sits down for us, as long as we execute it, we're going to be successful. Then, on the other hand, I never, you pray for this type of success when you go to a place, and you always, hope that the decision that you made was a correct one. And in my case, it did turn out to be that way. But at the same time, I always told people that just playing in this organization with these teammates and, the culture, the tradition, that was enough for me, because you're going to get enough teaching from, our coaching staff, which I believe is, the top in the nation, to be able to make you a better player, first off and foremost. And then, you learn so many lessons in life from them, just from the way that they teach you to really be a man and to be accountable and handle yourself off the field. And, all in all, I think I could have made a better decision.
Go in the middle on the right.
Mark, I couldn't help but noticing that you have a big smile on your face. Is this the most fun you've ever had in your life, like at this moment?
Just being with my teammates and the coaches. It's just a big family, and just know that we've set this goal for ourselves, way back in the fall, and that we're here now, and we have the opportunity to do something great. It's just real fun, and I can't think of a better group of guys to do this with, and I'm just enjoying every moment with these guys. And it's real early in the morning, but Peek is one of the funniest guys on our team, and I can't help but to laugh when he's out. Yeah, so.
Okay, we'll go on the far left.
Mark, can you talk about the role of the offensive line in the award you won, and do you feel like they kind of won it with you in a way?
Of course. They were on the field every single time, and just everything that I do starts with them. From the point of attack, they got to get movement, they got to get a push off the ball, because without them doing anything, if they let somebody come through, I can't be successful without them. So everything I've done, all 100%, they deserve some of the award too. And that's why I tried to give them as much praise, as much acknowledgement as I could, because they're kind of like the unsung heroes. They talk about me, but they're never in the picture. They're never on the highlights. And so I got to show them love, because they deserve it, and they deserve a lot of credit for that award and all the success we've had on our team.
Thank you.
Right down the middle on the right.
Yeah, this is Dan Shugart from WEAR in Pensacola. This is for Mike. First of all, blocking for a guy like Mark Ingram, and what makes it easier about that? And then also, if you talk about the matchup you guys have physically with the Texas defensive front, and if you can compare that to anything or what you see in them.
I think you can see it on film, blocking for a guy like Mark. Anytime we're able to get him out in space, we know he's going to make that extra move, get those extra yards, and really fight, for our team to get those extra yards. And when you have a guy, of his capability behind you at any times, it's big for us. All we know is we got to open up a hole for him, and he's going to be able to spring a run and fight for those extra yards downfield. And anytime you have a guy like that willing to go that extra mile and make those plays, for your offense downfield, it says a lot of, about the way we play. He's done such a great job for our team this year, and he's, such a big reason we are where we are. And just talking about the matchup with Texas, they have a great, front seven, very athletic, have a lot of speed, and they're just a bunch of athletes out there that are always playing together as a team. And anytime you have guys of their, capability and caliber and that type of scheme, playing together, not making mistakes, not making mental errors, and it seems like they're always in the right place, and they don't ever have mental errors that open up, gaps, and that's why they've been successful stopping the run a lot this year. And we're just going to have to do that, go that extra mile to make sure, we get a hat on a hat and really finish our blocks because of their athleticism, their, abilities. We're just going to have to go that extra mile and make sure we finish and do like I said, and let Mark get out in space and do his thing, and we're just going to fight for every yard in this game.
He'll go down the middle on the left.
Colin, Mike Devlin again from Fox 6 out of Birmingham. Do you try to be the funniest guy on the team, or do they just kind of laugh at your expense?
I don't know. I think we all bounce off each other, so it's it's just situations where we sort of joke around. I think this is what's made our team so cohesive this year. Is I really see us as a family. These are my brothers up here on stage with me. So whenever we get a chance to sort of rag on each other, or sort of put someone in their place, it's it's always a moment you want to savor. So and then you bring it up later, and it's just a fun it's a fun time. And I think that's what's made us have that unity, like I spoke of, and when you're able to have that chemistry within your offense, which is who I'm with all day, it makes it a lot easier to play with them. It makes it a lot more fun, and you have that accountability factor because you want to do well so your other teammates, your brothers, can have success. And it's a blessing just to be able to block for this guy next to me and play next to Mike Johnson, just because I know that if we do our job up there, then Mark's going to do something great, and then I get to joke on him about it later after the game. So, it's fun, but I think we all bounce off each other. But, I'd love to take the crown as the funny one on the team. So,
Down the middle on the left.
Yeah, Mark Randy Patrick, WKRG Mobile. A question about trends in football. Alabama's never beaten Texas. They've never had a Heisman Trophy winner until you, the Sports Illustrated jinx, and now the talk about the Heisman performance in the BCS championship game, that it's not a good track record. Can you just kind of talk about how that Bama could wipe the slate clean of all those things with a victory over Texas and prove all those trends wrong?
Everybody else is focused on little things like that, jinxes and Heisman performances. We're not focused on that at all. Ever since after the Florida game, ever since after I won that trophy, we got back and started practicing. Our main focus was on doing whatever we could to improve in practice and doing whatever we could to give our chance to be successful in this game. And I'm not too worried about this Heisman jinx or anything like that. I know I have teammates that support me and hold me up, and they have my back, and that makes it a lot easier and a lot more relaxing at the same time. But our main focus ever since we've started practicing has been on Texas, has been on doing whatever we could at practice to better ourselves, give ourselves the best opportunity to be successful in this game. So we're not too worried about all the other stuff. We're just really mainly focused on doing whatever we can to give ourselves the best chance to be successful.
Okay, we'll stay down the middle on the left.
Mark, Jeff Shear from the NBC in Montgomery. As a follow-up, how much of a challenge has it been to overcome that Heisman hangover, being in Manhattan and all that, to getting back to work?
It was crazy. From the time my name was said till it was time to get back to practice, it's just always running around, so many TV shows, a lot of pictures, a lot of signatures, a lot of banquets, and it was just kind of takes a toll on your body. You need some time to rest because you're always on the go, always moving around. You don't sleep much. You're up late, wake up early, and but it was just great to finally get back to school and start practicing again, because that's all I could think about after I won the trophy was just getting back with these guys and getting back to work, because although it was a great accomplishment to win the award, and I'm proud of it, to do it for these guys and for the program and for everybody, our main goal before the season started was we wanted to win the national championship. So that was my focus when after I won the trophy, and I'm just glad that we're here and we have the opportunity to accomplish something great with each other.